Welcome back to another fantastic episode of Rounds of the Knight's Table. I'm Jim.
I'm Eric.
And today we're going to talk about the Ballad of Buster Scruggs. And we are drinking a delicious Mike's Hard Strawberry Lemonade tonight, as we've been drinking the last couple nights, because a few weeks ago we decided to play a drinking Monopoly game, and it did not end well for me.
This is not a paid advertisement.
So this is kind of delicious. It's not bad.
It's not bad if you only have one, maybe two. If you drink a bunch of them back to back, it gets kind of sickening.
It's like drinking a pink Starburst.
Yeah.
But where you would get like sick of it. And I mean, who gets sick of a pink Starburst? I don't, but I don't know. That's just the best way I could describe it. It's the tannins. I don't know what the hell's in this. This movie is about... It's a Western. It's segments. It's a Coen Brothers movie.
It's kind of like a Mother Goose book. It's got a bunch of different stories in it and jumps from one to the next.
So let's talk about the good. I thought the visual of this movie was really good. I thought it looked good. It was very good costume design, very good set pieces, very good acting. I thought there was some good acting from most of the actors, if not all the actors.
I thought the casting was pretty on point for at least most of the whole movie.
So it really tells, I believe, 6 segments of different characters, and it starts with Buster Scruggs, who kills Clancy Brown. How do you kill Mr. Crab? He gets killed. And then it cuts to James Franco, who gets into a shootout with Milton from Office Space. Like, there was this old gold
Come
miner.
on, Mr. Pocket.
Come on. You like eggplant? Like, there were very interesting and intriguing stories. I think that it could have been.
Yeah. If given a whole movie of just about one of them stories.
Well, hell, even if you had... Well, if we want to... Are we ready to venture into the bed already? Is there anything
So
good?
on their own, them stories were pretty good. I mean, my favorite was about Ms. Longabout. Yeah.
I think my favorite segment was the last one with Mad Eye Moody.
Yeah.
It was like interesting.
That was a pretty good one.
And
it was kind of very Edgar Allan Poe.
Well, that's because that dude's hair. And as you said that, I'm looking at an Edgar Allan Poe book right on my shelf.
Oh.
As you said it, I was looking at that. Oh, you gotta go out? I thought this movie... Oh, one more thing for the good. I thought this movie had a good way of portraying these oblivious characters. As Coen Brothers movies often do this. These, like, oblivious, funny characters. There were some moments of levity in this movie that I thought were good. Like, it's ridiculous. Because Buster Scruggs in the beginning, like, blows Clancy Brown's head off with his own gun. He, like, kicks a board and it, like hits him, like, 7 times. And then his brother shows up.
And he just blows him away.
And he, like, shoots his fingers off one by one. And then Buster gets into a shootout with someone else. And he gets got.
Oh, yeah.
But he, like, gets shot in the head. And, like, looks down at his hat. And he's like, well... and then dies.
This don't bode well.
It's, like, ridiculous like that. But that's okay. Let's talk about the bad.
Yeah.
For me, this movie... Well, somebody was like, well, you know, it's supposed to be shows. Or it's supposed to be, like, little show segments. Okay. You want to go with that? Bullshit. It's a movie. It's framed as a movie. That's what it was. I didn't see anything about it being a show afterwards.
Right.
And, okay, you want to use that show argument. For me, these stories, what made it less impactful and what lessened it for me is that it was non-linear. There was nothing to tie these stories together.
Exactly, other than it being Old West setting.
I mean, that was it. And for me, that was disappointing. I was kind of hoping that maybe they'd all get together, like, in the end.
Yeah.
And I don't care. But and there was no framework to these stories. So you got these interesting and semi-compelling characters, but there was no framework and nothing to tie it into. And so it left me less invested in the story and less invested in these characters. And I was really intrigued about the bounty hunters, about the 3 people in the carriage with them. I was like, they had like good dialogue. And you get that in Coen Brothers movies, and I understand it's a Coen Brothers movie, and I haven't stopped talking for like 5 minutes straight. If you look at Big Lebowski, it's a girl who kidnaps herself. I mean, there's other stuff going on, but it's got that framework to it, and it just didn't work for me in this movie.
I don't know. I'm okay with a segmented movie kind of thing, but if it ties together like Tarantino does his, he'll jump back and forth between the stories, but they all tie together. This, nothing tied to anything. You really start to get into some of these stories, and then they just end it like that.
Coen Brothers will not leave you with a happy ending, and that's fine. I don't mind that. I like that about Coen Brothers movies. There's a beginning, middle, and end, and I just felt like this was kind of...
It felt like you came in kind of in the middle. You didn't know anything that was going on other than what you're dropped right down into, and that'd be nice if there was a little...
And that was Liam Neeson dropping his actor friend who had no limbs off the fucking bridge. I mean,
I was a traveler.
I was a traveler. I met a traveler.
I met a traveler.
I don't think Liam Neeson had a line in the movie.
Whenever he went to see the girl.
Oh, yeah.
That's when he had a couple.
What I do have is a particular set of skills.
It includes throwing people off a bridge. You have him throw this guy off a bridge for a mathema chicken.
Did you stay up all night thinking that one?
No, I've just been the last 10 minutes.
A mathema chicken. Oh my god. Holy shit.
You call this thing the Ballad of Buster Scruggs. You start with Buster Scruggs, and it's like 10 minutes of the entire thing is Buster Scruggs. You call this Buster Scruggs.
Atlas Scruggs.
And you get the first 10 minutes of him, and that's all you get of him.
Like, he didn't even come back.
Really?
Even as like a narrator, that would have been fine by me, because that ties it all
Either
together.
As a narrator or his ghost could have been singing during some of the deaths.
That's what I mean. Like, something like that. That would have been perfect.
That would have been...
But you don't get that.
That would have tied it together.
It's like Sam...
Like, he could have sang off the deaths.
Yeah. And they could have ascended up there with him. I think that would have made it all... Oh, well. So with that, my final thought. If you're alone watching this movie, but you like the Coen Brothers, again, the characters are kind of fresh. It's good. I liked it. But it feels very unfulfilling.
Definitely.
And with that, Thanksgiving just happened. Christmas is around the corner. I'm fat. I want to feel full. My score for this movie, a 6.5. 6.5 out of 10.
That's way higher than I expected. I would only score this movie about... It's not, like we said, Bad Samaritan bad, but I'd only score it about a 5.4. I liked the acting. I liked the actors and the actresses in the roles they were, but it just wasn't cohesive for me.
No cohesive in Cambria. If you guys like this video, hit those goddamn likes. Hit subscribe. And we'll check you out next time. Only on Rounds.
Why even call it that?
He texted me and said, "What the fuck did you just have me watch?" WTF.
I literally did.